Hi, good morning and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 578 and we're here live in Southwest Florida under a bridge. I'll turn the camera around so you can see exactly where I'm at. But if you're joining me live, please say hello. I rode my bike down to just before the beach. Obviously the beaches are closed, so I'm standing under a bridge so you could see some water and we could see some different nature in a different location. If you're joining me live, please say hello. Hi Pamela and Lucy and Lisa and Judy and Thea. If you also watch the recorded version, please also feel welcome to say hello because I do get notifications of those throughout the day. Hi Christine and Judy and Melissa, Lydia. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Grace. Hi, Kathy. Happy Monday, everybody. It is pretty here. Hi, Carrie and Joe. So I rode my bike halfway here. I remembered I forgot my tripod. Hi, Karen and Christine, Diane and Judy. So then I had to turn around and ride all the way back home. Then I got halfway across the bridge and realized I was in my head headed to the beach, had to turn around on the bridge and come back down here. Anyway, I made it. Yay. Hi, Margaret. And so far we have reception here. So that's really exciting too. So fingers crossed that it stays, but so everybody sees me okay, hears me okay. Turns out we have reception. Hi, Patch from Australia. Hi, Lily. Good morning. Because you know what's funny? We're literally across the bridge from the beach that doesn't get any reception. The closest beach to my house is right here, and I can never do the podcast here because there's no reception there. Hi, Patricia and Lucy and Kathy. Yay, everybody can see and hear me just fine. Okay, well, let's turn the camera around so you can see the whole area. So I took this, so there's a bike path here that goes from the road and comes down here, and we are literally right under the bridge. Isn't that cool? I love this little area. And so there's also a park bench right here. So if you wanted to sit here, you can. I've sat here knitting and crocheting many times and watched marlin fish on these jetty rocks. So this is a spot that we have both loved for a long time. I know he comes here at night, which I think seems very adventurous. Yeah, I feel safe sitting here or standing here. I don't think I'm going to sit down, and I'm not going to get close to people, but I don't see any reason why I can't be down here like other people who are walking and riding their bikes. As long as I don't get close to anybody, right? You're fine, you can go around. Oh, you're fine. I'm doing it in public. I mean, right?
Right.
If I wanted privacy, I'd stay home. It's okay. Hi, Althea. Hi, Lorraine. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Suzanne, Nora, Nancy, Naomi. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hi, Suzanne. Yes, it is pretty here. And so if you look past this way, you can see that's where let's see, I'll turn the camera around so we can see better. You're fine. Okay, so if you look over here, this is where the civilization ends, and it's just mangrove trees over there. So it's really a wonderful place to go kayaking too. Not that I have a kayak anymore. Oh, Christina asked to see my bike. There's my bike. I think it's 14 years old. Definitely long overdue for a tune-up. The gears don't work anymore. I get to ride in first gear, which is kind of a workout, but that's okay. Hi, good to see you. I know. Soon. We'll be back soon, hopefully. I bet. Bye. She's one of the ladies that works at the beach that I normally do the podcast at, and it was cute because when she saw me here this morning, she was excited to see a familiar face, which so strange, right? Hi, Alba from Puerto Rico. Good morning. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast, everybody. Glad you could be here. This is episode 578. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and we are in Southwest Florida. The sun has we just had the sunrise over the east, and you can see we're at the water's edge this morning doing something different, kind of fun. Had to turn around twice on my bike this morning because I forgot stuff, but that's okay. We made it here. We've got reception. It's all good. Hope everybody had a nice weekend, whether you celebrated Passover or Easter or didn't celebrate. I hope you had a nice weekend. If anybody's been crafty this weekend or crafty this morning, would love to hear about it. If you've been sewing or knitting, crocheting, baking, painting, whatever, would love to hear about it. Hi, Carrie and Petra. Good morning, everybody. Someone asked to see my top. I think this is a beach cover-up that I wear as a top. And I bought a pair of white leggings on Amazon a while back to wear with it because I thought it would be more comfy than jeans sometimes, especially with all my jeans not fitting me right now. Judy's working on the fine Jillian shrug. Wonderful. Thanks, Josie. Dave's been baking. Awesome. Me too. I've been baking bread since all the lockdown began. Yes, Suzanne, we do need familiar faces. I agree. Hi, Naomi. Margaret's working on a project. Linus blanket drop-off. Nora's working on the Tender Celeste shawl. Wonderful. Be So Tender Navy. Wonderful. Lisa's working on the fine Jillian. Great. Dave made a smoked haddock pie. Yum. Pamela's been sewing face masks. Great. Naomi's working on the fine Nikki scarf. Oh, that's a nice one too. Becky wants to know, is Marlon being safe? Yes, he is at home and FaceTiming his friends like it's going out of style. Yes, Christine, I do everything in flip-flops, including riding my bike. I know I'm not supposed to, but it is what it is. Occasionally I wear sneakers, but not often. Sandshell's been making small knit and crochet projects. Wonderful. Yeah, isn't this fun, Dave? It's a little different, something different today. Feels good to be out getting some fresh air and a little breeze. You're welcome, Nora. I'm glad you like my tutorials. Patch is sewing and crocheting. Cool. That's great. Becky, oh, you like my earrings. Thank you. These are called the Fine Chandelier Crochet Pattern Earrings. You can find them as a video tutorial here on my YouTube channel. And you can also find it as a free pattern on my website with a chart. What was the next question? Are there alligators in here? Rarely, because this is more saltwater. Since we're so close to the Gulf, there you are less likely to see alligators here than in the brackish or sweetwater, as they call it, the non-salt water further inland. But you can find dolphin, manatee, and sharks come in this way too. And occasionally you can find gators too, but gators would be more rare. You're more likely to see dolphin, manatee, or sharks in here. Yay! But that's because this water is more salty. Thank you, Judy. Judy sent a link in the chat here to where you can find the pattern for these super cute earrings. Oh, Carrie, glad you could be here. Yes, Dave, it is beautiful. I just wouldn't swim in it because of the sharks, that's all. And bull sharks have been known to come in here to go fishing, and bull sharks are actually quite dangerous. They are not quite as dangerous on the aggression scale as great white sharks, but they're right below them on the list. It's a great place for fishing too. A lot of people do fishing along here, and as you may have seen, there's a lot of people riding their bikes and walking behind me. And we are on a loop here, so trying to stay a little tucked in. Yeah, Pamela, bull sharks are almost to the top of the aggression chart, so yeah, not a good place to go swimming here for sure. Does anybody have any questions? I finished 4 patterns plus sizing plus charts this weekend, so I feel really excited about that. So they're in the tech editing process now. So I've got patterns written, sized, charts made, photography done, videos begun on 4 different patterns, and so they're in the tech editing process now, and just as soon as we can get through that process, I'll be able to start working on releasing them, which is still a process, but we're definitely getting into the home stretch now, so super excited about that. So those 4 patterns are, I can tell you names too. The dark green knit lace vest is called Willow. So the Willow knit lace vest pattern is coming. The Lovey Babies pattern is coming. Those are the 3 little babies that had ears, arms, and legs. So the Lovey Baby pattern is coming, and the video tutorial I've started on that one too. Actually, that one's done, just waiting on the pattern to be edited. And then the Thalia knit or crochet lace dress, that white, beautiful white lace dress. That pattern is done. Sized charts maybe done, not quite sure. I'm going to discuss it with tech editing first. So that one's almost done, and then I've been working on the Sweet Clara cardigan. So I created the Sweet Clara cardigan yoke chart, so if you which is amazing, and finish that pattern. So just need to, in my free time, whip up the sample garment for photography. Yeah, it was a lot of work. I worked a lot this weekend and spent a lot of time working on math and illustrations for charts. Yeah, but got all 4 of those done, so I feel really good about that. Feel very productive, even though it was the weekend. I know technically everyone thinks of weekends as time off, but you all know I don't take time off. So you can expect to see all 4 of those soon. Can't say when, because do I use a computer program to design? Christine, I use Adobe Illustrator for creating my charts and illustrations. Is that what you mean? Yeah, I don't have free time, Judy. Not much. Not much. Oh, but I have been gardening. Oh, I wish we were in my backyard. I could show you my garden updates. So, remember how I've been taking grocery store and farmer's market vegetable scraps and starting to garden with them? Well, I planted some beefsteak tomato seeds, so I'm very excited to see what happens with those. I would like to make my own tomatoes. And remember when I chopped off the root of a romaine lettuce head? Well, I have a baby head of lettuce that's about 1.5 inches tall on there. It is so cute. So of the 2 lettuce heads that I planted, one of them didn't work and one of them did. So yay, Carrie's doing the same thing on the opposite side of the world. That's awesome. So remember what my celery stalk looks like? How it's the big celery stalk and there's a little baby stalk on top? That's what the romaine looks like too. Hi, Julie from the UK. I missed a comment about something about charts, but sounds like someone's happy with my charts, so glad to hear that. I got a little bit of the gist of it. So next on my list for, I don't go to the grocery store more than every 7 to 10 days like everybody else, trying to do my part to stay at home and social distancing and all of that stuff. You can go around, it's fine. Okay. What was I going to say? Okay, so the next time I go to the grocery store, I want to get an avocado and a mango so I can sprout those seeds, because those are both trees that grow really plentiful here in Southwest Florida in the wild. So I would definitely like to try a mango and an avocado tree next. So we'll see, but I probably won't be going to the grocery store for a while, but as soon as I do, it's the top of my list because I'd like to plant those. I was riding my bike this weekend and I saw a mango tree in someone's yard that had a ton of mangoes, and I was like, I want that in my yard. I want a huge bounty of free mangoes one day. Yes, Mary, I'm really excited about planting my own food. I feel, especially with, I've been through food scarcity with hurricanes before, and now going through food scarcity more long-term with what's going on right now has just really made me want to feel more in control, and so growing my own food will definitely make me feel more in control when when food shortages happen. So it's been something fun and entertaining to do at home, and also makes me feel like in the future I could be a little more, I don't know, sustainable. Is that the right word? That you could be more, no, you're not more sustainable, more self-sufficient. Yes, it feels very empowering, Suzanne, and as you can tell, I've really enjoyed it tremendously. So tomorrow morning when we do the podcast in my backyard, I'll get to show you, I'll be able to show you all that progress too. Yes, Christine, mango, or if you dye yarn with avocado, it does come out pink. Isn't that cool? It's funny, different vegetables dye, not just yarn, they dye fabric. You can dye fabric with lots of different vegetables, and they do not always come out the color you think they're going to come out. It's very cool. I mean, some of them it's obvious. Obviously, beet turns things reddish pink, and there's some that are, obvious, but there's others that aren't obvious, like avocado. There's a couple others too. In fact, even with red cabbage, depending on what you set what kind of a pH leveler you put in there, whether it's salt or vinegar, it turns it different colors too. You can go more blue or more purple. Lots of cool chemistry involved there. Hi, good Migdalia, good morning. Does anybody have any other questions? Maybe we'll see some animals in the water. That'd be fun. Did I see the special soil the Patriots advertised? No, I have no idea what you're talking about, Lydia. Oh, fig trees are beautiful, Mary. I've seen them at the mall. Like, they have them as part of the landscaping there. They're so beautiful. That would be a fun tree to have too. Definitely. Hi, Richard. Good morning. So in between shipping today, I'm going to start on my Sweet Clara cardigan. Yes, Barb, I'm working on a Sweet Clara cardigan. Yes, and I need to pick my color. I'm going to be making it in Be So Sporty Bling yarn, and I haven't decided on the color. I'm either going to do Olive Grove or Midnight. Can't decide which one, but I will be deciding at some point today. High growth gardens to sustain. Lydia, I have heard that I need to buy something special for my tomatoes, something called Black Cow, and I have no idea what that means or what it is, so I do have to do some more research. But in the meantime, so far I use Miracle Grow moisture control potting soil. Yeah, I know I do get requests for showing how to dye yarn, but as long as it's my bread and butter and how I make a living, I'm not comfortable sharing my dyeing tips yet. But should I ever retire from yarn dyeing, that would be the first thing that I will share. I hope you can understand that. But selling yarn is predominantly what I do to support my family, so I'd rather keep those secrets to myself for right now. But I appreciate your requests. I have thought about doing some other things to teach you about dyeing, like maybe we could take some t-shirts and do some shibori dyeing techniques, which is totally different, and take fabric and it's like a different spin on tie dyeing. And we could even do tie dyeing too, but maybe take flat scarves, flat woven scarves, or our t-shirts, and we could twist them and pin them and even sew stitches in them to create different patterns before dyeing. That's something that I could teach you how to do. And we could do that on a fold-up table in my backyard. That might be fun. Does that sound fun to you guys? Lisa and Grace said yes. I don't know what black coke is, Judy. I was saying black cow as something that is a type of fertilizer I've been hearing about, but I want to find out what it is first before I do anything with that. Okay, lots of yes on that. All right, so I just need to get some white t-shirts. Can you believe I don't own any white t-shirts t-shirts. Isn't that crazy? I just don't dress in t-shirts. I wear sports bras to the gym, and I wear dresses and flowy stuff when I leave the house, and I just don't own t-shirts. You'd think everybody has, a bin of t-shirts. I guess I've just kind of donated them over the years. I'm really good about donating clothes that I don't use anymore. I try to keep my clothing to a minimum in my house, just like with anything else. Like we talk about how clutter, actually, I feel like clutter is one of the most destructive things for creativity. And so every chance I get, like, I don't mean every day, I'm not like that, but like, let's say I'm working on a book and I get in this big tornado of getting things made and I have a mess afterwards. I have to clean everything up, recycle, reduce, reuse, donate, and get things back in order to get my creativity back. It's really important to me to have clear space and minimal things in order to stay super creative. I find it's really one of the biggest things for me to have my creative wheels spinning is to not have a lot of distractions around me. So one of the ways that I do that in my closet is not constantly, but regularly getting rid of things that I don't use, because often I'll find that if I haven't worn something in a while, it's going to be more useful to somebody from a thrift store than sitting in my closet. And it's not that I shame myself, that's not the right word, but if I'm like wanting to hold on to something but no, I shouldn't, I think to myself, what if somebody is just starting over right now, which I've had to start over before in my life with the shirt on my back a couple of times, and I know other people have too. And when I look at something in my closet that I'm not using, I think to myself, is there someone who's starting over right now who could use this and feel good in this pretty top that I'm not wearing anymore? And every time I say that to myself, it goes in that donation pile too. So it really helps me to think about somebody else who could use it and enjoy it and benefit from it. And that helps me get rid of things. And so when I do that, I am able to clear out my spaces and have less clutter, which is less distraction from the creative process. Hopefully that makes sense. Pamela, your craft must look awfully pretty if that was the focal point of your real estate photos. Oh, well, yeah, I guess he doesn't know anybody crafty doesn't mean he's right. But to have a dedicated room like that is special. You can go, oh. There's a traffic jam here for turning the corner. Anyway, does anybody have any other questions? Yes, we had somebody let their dog stop right in the middle of the sidewalk in the curve, and then everybody else backed up because no one wanted to walk past her. Don't blame them. What's the white dress made out of? It's made out of Be So Fine yarn, and it's, depending on what size you're making, it's at the high end, it's almost 3 balls for the smallest size and 3 balls for all the other sizes in Be So Fine yarn, and in Be So Fine bling yarn, it's 3 balls for all 3 sizes, all sizes. I think it's 4 or 5 sizes. Yeah, there's a lot of people out. Yep, there's lots of people out. And I think I missed some other questions, so if you feel like repeating it, go ahead. If I don't get to it, please. Did I make the cute sleeveless denim vest that I wear? No, bought it. It came distressed like that from Lucky. It's a Lucky brand vest. Wait and see if there's any other questions. I know I've missed quite a few questions. If I don't get to your questions here and they're important to you, please come back when this live stream video gets converted to a replay where it's a video, and then you can leave your questions there, and then I get notified of those comments and I can answer them too. Thank you, Nora. I love my distressed denim vest. I think it's a great layering piece over flowy stuff underneath. I love wearing it. Thank you. Oh, I don't know how loud the wind sounds, but it feels so good. Thanks, Pamela. The top I'm wearing is a beach cover-up from Marshalls. So when you're ready to go back shopping, I'll have to tell you, one of my favorite secret spots at Marshalls and TJ Maxx and those types of stores is to shop in the beach cover-up department, because they have some of the cutest beach cover-ups that I think work really well as a top too. So obviously, as a standalone top, the side vents don't work, and how low this goes doesn't work, but you can definitely convert a beach cover-up into a top by wearing a tank top underneath and wearing pants underneath. So I have several beach cover-ups, as you know, that I wear as tops over tank tops and leggings, and they're so comfortable. So if you like this style of flowy tops, I highly recommend, when you're ready to go shopping again, when all this is over, to look in the beach cover-up department in, you know, those discount stores or whatever stores you go in. Beach cover-ups can be great flowy tops, or maxi dresses too. I wear them as maxi dresses or as flowy tops, depending on how long they are. Yep. Nora's gonna make the Sally cardigan in white. That'll look beautiful. Well, everybody has to stay home from shopping right now, Val. None of those stores are open. All retail stores like that are closed. At least they are in my area. But so glad to hear everybody staying home. That's the place to be right now. Yeah, except stores that have groceries. Yeah, stores that sell groceries are open. That's right, Lisa. Glad you're doing well, Val. The crochet leggings I made a tutorial on. I don't remember doing a tutorial on crochet leggings. Really? Does somebody else remember me doing crochet leggings? I don't remember. Or I did? I don't remember. I did leg warmers. Oh, is that what you mean? Yeah, I did the leg warmers in 52 crochet gifts. Yeah. You don't have a pattern, or you don't have a video? What are you asking about? I'm not sure. Now that I know what you're talking about, I don't remember what the question was. So if you want to ask the question again, go for it. And screen's going dark. It's getting hot out here. Oh, she said she loves them. Wonderful. Great. I love mine too. It's a little warm for me to be wearing them now, but when it was cooler a couple months ago, like right after surgery, it was so cozy to wear them in bed. Oh, hopefully it'll be nice and warm where you are soon too, Lisa. Hopefully. You're welcome, Naomi. I was curious, was the wind loud here today? Because it's been a nice breeze, but it hasn't felt like it was too windy to be loud, so I was curious about that. So excited that we've got great reception here. And so crazy that we are literally across the bridge from the beach where we don't have good reception. So this is amazing. Very exciting. Maybe we could do some Zen videos here too in the evening. I'll have to see what the sunset looks like here. Yeah, I mean, what the heck? May as well check it out. Marlon says it's beautiful here at night. He comes down here at night, and he says all of the lights in the buildings are lit up. I don't like to go out at night like that, but you know, he's a little more brave and adventurous. He used to come down here with his friends. Great, thanks Naomi. Thanks for feedback. All right, so I won't be coming down here in pitch dark, but we could come down and check it out at the sunset for sure. Hi Mark from Illinois. Let's read some quotes. So I've got Create, Share, Inspire Notebook, Volume 1, Issue 7. This is a Tuscarora proverb. Those who have one foot in the canoe and one foot in the boat are going to fall in the river. I like that. That's cute. Here's Volume 1, Issue 1. This is Ralph Waldo Emerson. You guys know I love this one. I always ooh and ah when I read this one. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. You know, I always like to say that I like to blaze a trail wherever I go. Volume 1, Issue 3. Oh, I love this one. This is a Chinese proverb. A flower in the heart blossoms on the surface. Isn't that so sweet? Just reminds me of, you know, the more positivity you try to cultivate on the inside, the more it glows from the outside. I totally agree with that. Volume 1, Issue 4. Oh, we got a big boat going by. This is Thomas Edison. When you have exhausted all possibilities, remember this, you haven't. I love that. Always love that one too. This is Volume 1, Issue 5. This is from Balthazar Gracian. Know your chief asset, your great talent, cultivate it, and help others along the way. Yes, I totally agree with that too. And this is Create, Share, Inspire Notebook, Volume 1, Issue 6. This is Martha Washington. I am still determined to be cheerful and happy in whatever situation I may be, for I have learned from experience that the greater part of our happiness or misery depends upon our dispositions and not upon our circumstances. This is very powerful and very appropriate for right now. It's long, so let's read it again. This is from Martha Washington. There goes the wind. I am still determined to be cheerful and happy in whatever situation I may be, for I have learned from experience that the greater part of our happiness or misery depends on our dispositions and not on our circumstances. So thank you, Martha Washington. That one was amazing too. Wow, that was awesome. I hope you enjoyed the change of scenery this morning, the bustling activity, beautiful nature and different colors. I hope you enjoyed chatting with me and everyone else here. I know all the great questions were wonderful this morning, so thanks everybody for the great questions. I appreciate it. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a great day, everybody. And I will see you same time every day this week, 9 a.m. for the podcast. And there'll probably be tutorial videos coming out too, and I'll let you know when they're coming as well. Bye. Have a great day, everybody.